Hello, U.S. History. Today is Wednesday, March 3rd, and I'm just getting you ready for some stuff you're going to do Thursday and Friday. I'm going to have to do a couple of these lessons through Screencastify asynchronous because I'm being vaccinated. I have to go to a training, and there's a couple of other things. So I'm actually at school right now. You can email me and get in touch with me all day. But just in case, because we're opening back up next week, so I have to prepare some of those asynchronous lessons as well. So just so you know what you're expected to do today. Firstly, I'm going to finish the New Deal topic with you. You're going to need your Causes of the Great Depression notes, so go ahead and get those out. You're having a quiz on Friday on the New Deal, and so I'm giving you the rest of the information you need for that. And then you're also going to be turning these grids in today. And they're going to kind of be finished, but not really. I'll show you in just a moment. So I'm going to switch over to your notes. And as you guys know, we started the New Deal and we got up to Social Security. So that should be the last thing you have written down. Now, when I go through this, remember that you can pause, rewind, slow down. So I'm just going to go through at a regular pace. And the first thing I'm going to do is give you a little mini quiz. See if you can answer these questions without looking at your notes. And I want you to go ahead and underneath where you wrote Social Security Act, go ahead and draw a line straight across your paper. And underneath that line, you're going to write check for understanding. Write the question and then leave a space for an answer. If we were live, we would be doing this in chat together. First question, what is the main cause of the Great Depression? Press pause and answer it. Number 2, what caused the Dust Bowl conditions? Again, press pause and answer it. Number 3, where were the Okies headed? And then number 4, what are Hoovervilles? There is a number 5. We're going to skip that one for now. Press pause and answer these. See if you can do it without looking at your notes. Okay. Once you come back and unpause this, number 1, the main cause of the Great Depression was the stock market crash. Number 2, the Dust Bowl conditions were caused by drought, bad farming practices, and dust storms. Number 3, where were the Okies headed? They were headed to California, like Migrant Mother was. And then number 4, Hoovervilles, those are homeless villages named after Hoover, blaming him for the Great Depression. Okay, so now in your notes you have that chart of New Deal programs. You don't have to write this part down, but you will write the next part down. So you wrote down each one of these programs. You wrote down the initials and the actual name. When you have your quiz Friday, you're going to be given the initials, and then you're going to have to identify the program and name the purpose. So in other words, you're going to have to, remember what each of these initials stand for. So for example, if I ask you, what was the purpose of the SSA? You would have to tell me the Social Security Act provided a retirement pension for the elderly. So that part you kind of already had done on your grid. The next part is I took the purpose that you were working on in Google Classroom, and I kind of shortened them and edited them. And the reason I did that is to make it a little easier for you to remember for your quiz. So I'm going to put that up now. And remember, of course, you can pause this and copy this down for as long as you need. But this is the last part you need, sort of the last part you need to do the rest of that grid assignment. The purpose of the TVA, Tennessee Valley Authority, it created hydroelectricity, water-generated turbine power plants. The SSA, Social Security Administration, creates a retirement pension for the elderly, if you want to add that. The CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps, creates jobs for youth 18 to 23. The AAA, Agricultural Adjustment Administration, gave aid to farms, usually in the form of loans. The FDIC insures bank deposits. It stands for Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, and it means that if you deposit money in a bank, it is safe in case something happens. The SEC is Security Exchange Commission. It regulates the stock market. The PWA, Public Works Administration, created jobs on large public projects. I think I gave the example of the Golden Gate Bridge was a PWA project. The FERA, Federal Emergency Relief Act, gave immediate help, food, shelter, medicine, emergency help. So again, you can pause this if you need more time, but I'm going to switch back to Google Classroom here really quick. So as far as what you're responsible for doing today, I'm assuming that you have done your Edpuzzle New Deal. If you haven't, go ahead and do that first. Then you have been working on these New Deal program documents. Again, my apologies, I had to put 2 up just because I didn't know how to put them all on one. But these are the programs you're going to be quizzed on. And as you can see, I gave you already the initials and the name of the program. Now you have the purpose of the program. So for example, CCC, it created jobs for youth 18 to 23. On the program still existing part, I'm actually going to give you that information Friday. However, I want you to finish the purpose of the program today and go ahead and turn it in. When we finish the other part together, we can either write it down to add later, or I can just unsubmit your papers and you can add them. So I don't want you to worry about this third column. I do want you to finish the purpose of the program on both of these sheets. This one, sorry, and then of course number 2. So I think there's 8 programs total you'll be quizzed on. And once you finish the purpose of each one of these programs, you can turn it in. You can submit it on Google Classroom. I'm going to count that, and then Friday, whether it's through Screencastify or live, I'll talk about the program if it still exists. Okay, so that is the only thing, if you are in period 246, that you need to worry about today. You need to make sure this Edpuzzle is done and submitted. And then these New Deal programs, make sure that first column with the purpose is done on both of them. Once you do that, you can submit it. You don't actually officially have to submit it till tomorrow, but you will need it for Friday for your quiz. Okay, I will see you guys hopefully live, but again, before school starts next Thursday, it may be kind of sporadic, so my apologies, but I'm here by email if you need me.